Hello, it's Gany surface. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I've got to say, this is a very, very cool mod. Look, here we go. Here's clay. Here's a recipe for clay. Dirt, water bucket, and gravel. There's your clay. Cool. Name tags, what about them? Well, here's a recipe for them. We've got paper and string makes a name tag. Another very cool recipe. This has got a lot of stuff, Gany's surface, and the other ones I'm going to look at, Gany's Never and Gany's End. And I'm going to try and go through as much as I can. I mean, the latest version is 1.9.2, it's 2.0.14 of Mechanical Titan. 1.9.2 is the version number of the Gany surface. Okay, so there's lots of cool stuff in here. And there's actually some stuff which I haven't even seen. Here we go, this is another Gany's recipe. Gany surface recipe that is added. There's some very, very cool stuff to make the cobwebs there. So, now, what about if we get a, well, could get, say, what about a work table? So I'm going to just have to try and wing this video. We'll see how it goes. It is not there. But is it there if I do it like this? Yes. Oh, we get two as well. So like I say, some of this I don't even know what is going on because this is a very new version and a lot of the wiki and stuff has not been updated, but I will... A dual work table. Ooh. Ooh. What ain't that thing? Very, very cool. I haven't even got that on my list actually. So yeah, I'm going to try to include as much as I can. I probably know about 70% of the items here, but we're gonna everything just changes in these mods so fast that I'm gonna try and sort of wing it in a bit. But that is cool though. So what I was going to say, right, is okay. So if we got some stained glass, now if we've got some orange stained glass, we might want to change it around, do something else with it further, right? So what we could do is we can do all this stuff as well. So we've got some orange stained glass, put some white dye in it, and get white stained glass. So you can see we can actually start going around. Basically, we can go to any coloured stained glass from any other coloured stained glass, which is pretty cool. So there's another recipe that we're looking at with Gany's surface. Very, very, very cool. But that was the glass pane. But we can also do that for the stained glass as well, as you might imagine. We've got some cyan stained glass. Not this. So you've got cyan, and we can use, well, in this mod pack we've got ceramic dye we can use. We can also probably use regular dye there, I guess. Can we? Maybe not. But yeah, so basically you can get for any other, if you stained a load of glass and don't need that, you stain a load of, also works with clay as well. We've got some blue stained clay. We want to move that to a different colour. You can see we can get to white stained clay like that. And you see if we get to magenta stained clay for instance, then we can just go around the houses again and go back to what we wanted to before. So we can just, so it's basically makes everything interchangeable, everything reversible, and operational in both directions, rather than you just made it and now you're stuck with it. So that's very, very cool. Now what if you got say a load of spruce wood for instance? You might want to make a chest out of that. You might think, oh, this is going to make a chest, it's not going to do anything. But it does. It makes a spruce chest. And in fact, there is a chest for each of the different types of wood. Let's just go back into the surface here. And you can see we've got the oak chest, the spruce chest, the birch chest, the jungle chest, and the acacia chest. And a dark oak chest as well, of course. So that's cool. And what about we get a bow? Let's get a bow. Regular bow. Do we even have regular bows? Well, not even have them. I wonder if there's any bow I can actually use here. I may just have to just say what it is here. It might work just with any bow. So let's put on the. Let me just see if I can put. I'll put infinity on here. So it may work, but basically it's just like Infinibows. Yeah, without Infinibows being there. So yeah, obviously Infinibows you don't need that one arrow which you would need with the Infinity enchantment. Okie dokie. Another thing that I'm probably not going to show because it might take a while is the Enderman will actually drop the block they're carrying. So if you've got an Enderman somewhere and he's just walking around, you know, just you know, with the dirt. When he dies, he will drop that block. So there's another feature. Now you might also notice that we've got the actual doors are actually added. Now this is an interesting thing because I suppose they probably were at this point already there, but regardless, they should still be here. There we go. You can see. So obviously these doors actually have been added, but there is this a lot of stuff. This is probably added like way before the version I'm using, I would imagine. So it's like all the stuff, all the doors and stuff that you might have had before, that you might have wanted in you know, that you saw updated in the vanilla game, are in Gany's surface from a much earlier time. That's really the crux of the issue. There's also the Prismarine Temple. I did actually have a look out in this. Well, you can't actually see it, but there's a shitload of water out there. But I couldn't find one. But I'm just gonna. But you know, they're there. But there are no. There's no. Oh wow. There's neither of the two guardians there, basically. From what I can see, so they're not actually added. But we do get like the diorite, the andesite. I don't believe, because I was actually looking this up. I believe these used to be able to make slabs or steps or something. That I don't think is in here though. So there is that as well. Okay, but we can see that all these, all the prismarine stuff, the sea lanterns, the diorite, are all basically here, and they're part of this. They were added by this, obviously reflecting the changes that were made. And speaking of changes that were made, we've got the inverted daylight sensor as well. So you can get some redstone for that. Put that in here, and yeah. Was it the other way around? There we go. Alright, so yeah, so there we go. Inverted sensor. Apparently that is actually a vanilla feature, which I didn't even know. So that's useful. And of course, there's also the vanilla trapdoors as well. Oh no, that's a different thing. We'll move on to that later. That is not what I was wanting to do. Oh no, the iron trapdoor. Sorry. Is the iron trapdoor still here? Maybe it got removed. No, it's still there. So there's the iron trapdoor as well, which obviously was added in the vanilla game, as well as is this mutton? Yes, it is. There we go. There's the mutton as well. So let's grab ourselves a sheep. And let's destroy the sheep in cold blood. And there we go. We can see and we get the raw mutton there. So cool. So that's also added. And also another feature that is this is almost like a vanilla video, but it won't be in a minute. And that we've got the recipes for the cracked and the mossy stone, I believe, also been added, which is obviously this was a feature that was added. Recipe rather. So yeah, there are some recipes. If I had to guess, I would probably say, it's hard to say which one of those two it is. It might be both. It's one of those two though. Maybe the water bucket. But yeah, so there's some recipes for the mossy stone and the cracked stone as well. Is it just crackstone bricks? Is there actually a crackstone? I always get a bit confused. But yeah. Might be in here somewhere. Recipe for crackstone bricks. What's that? I've never seen that menu. All right. Well, I'm pretty sure there is anyway. So that's not a huge thing. And we've also got the recipe for coarse dirt, which of course doesn't allow grass to be grown on it. So yeah, there it is. And there's the coarse dirt there. That's interesting. Looks like Biomes of Plenty has got to say about that as well. Alright. Let's get some bone meal out now. And yeah. Did we get a sword? Let's get a sword quickly. Let's take a... Oh, it doesn't work. Let's just take take a mithril sword, and we will grow a spruce tree. We will grow this spruce tree over here. And you may notice, okay, that's my inventory now. You may notice we're going to get some drops from this. Have a look at the drop. There we go, get it. What the rate is there. There we go. So there we go. You can see we've got a pine cone. Put that in there. We get pine nuts. And you can see we need to cook this actually. Let me just see what you need to do with this. Ah, I didn't realise this is another item as well, the organic matter compressor. So that should be cool. As you can see, a lot of organic matter. We won't be going through every single page there, even though I've been known to. But yeah, I believe these things are actually supposed to be the same as apples. Maybe something wrong with the texture, but you're supposed to actually eat these things, and it's the same as apples. That's at least what I've got in my description here. Whether I need to cook them up, I mean, obviously I could put them in the organic matter compressor, which we'll move on to in a moment. But do I need to cook these things up? Let me just check this. No, you should just be able to eat these. Or maybe I can just eat the pine nut. Was that what it's called? No, can't. Let's look at the pine cone again. Just want to clarify this. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. You can't actually eat the pine cone. There is a way you're supposed to actually be able to eat these, and you're supposed to actually be able to survive off spruce trees, basically. This is another thing as well. Let me just take an egg quickly. Reminds me of my logistics part 1 video. Cook the egg. You should get a cooked egg. Okay. So we'll just wait for that to occur. There we go. We have a nice cooked egg there. Oh yeah, it's because I haven't got. It's because my hunger is not low enough. That's why, isn't it? Oh well, doesn't really matter. I'm not going to worry about it too much. But yeah, they're both food. The seeds and the nuts. Okay, so then we're going to move on to leaf walls. Here we go. So it reminds me of that mod. I think it was the one in Rustic Craft. It's a mod I haven't covered that actually yet. I'll speak about that another time. But some very cool walls here. Interesting structures. I don't know why I'm in survival, but it's probably a bit easier actually now I think about it. So yeah, so we could do you know, very. It's actually very nice connections. You can't actually jump over it though. Maybe put a piece of carpet on top. Did I mention the thing about the carpet? I think you can dye that as well. Alright. Let's get some charcoal out. Here's another recipe. Go into our crafting table. There's a block of charcoal. Again, another addition, which I don't think that is actually in the main game at all. Okay, let's grab another ender bow here. I'm not going to enchant this one though. We're going to grab some arrows instead. Okay, and then we're going to want to create this item, the quiver. So there we go, there's the recipe. So we'll grab our quiver and we right clicked it, and you can see we've now got 64 arrows in our inventory. We shift right click, we just unloaded them. There we go. So no longer do we have 64 items in the inventory. Okay, and what now? So now we have got so I'm just gonna, not sure what this looks like. So it is a rain detector. There's actually something like this in pretty well with that thing from Thormic Tinkerer, the early version I covered at the very end of that video. Where is the rain detector? I'm just going to search it a bit more actually. Here it is. There's a recipe, some emeralds, stuff like that. And there we go. You can see the that working perfectly. Okay, so now one of the defining features is probably poop. Now this is interesting because bats are actually got the most powerful poop in the game, which is interesting. So as you can see, we've got this poop here, and animals will poop, and bats will poop. Bat poop being superior. So bats have actually got a useful function rather than doing basically nothing. And that certainly is, and that's not the only function actually of bats in Gany. So it's probably the only mod I've actually seen. Actually, no, there was something with witchery, wasn't there, as well? So probably this and witchery, the only ones that have done anything with bats, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so we can use bats to grow stuff. And one of the ways that we possibly could actually do that is, I wasn't actually going to go into this bit quite yet, but basically poop is used for a lot of different stuff, right? So yeah, as you can see, this is what I was talking about. We can actually use it to make fertilizer. So yeah, it's very useful, and it goes in the matter compressor as well. So yeah, so we can use it to make fertilizer grow. And it grows wheat as well, I believe. So I think we might just be able to right click on it with wheat. Should we try that? Yeah. Let's try it. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll get some wheat. And let's see if we can actually grow this. We don't need that anymore. Oh, this hoe probably doesn't work, does it? No. Alright, we can't really do that then. I wonder if we plant seeds. Alright, actually I'll just use a different hoe. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Okay, so and let's try and put some poop on it. There you go, you can see the poop has done something. We haven't got the poop anymore. Let's try some. Let's go a little further and try a little more poop here. Doesn't seem to be doing much. Interesting. So maybe we're going to need some different type of soil. So yeah, no, a bit of foreshadowing there. But anyway, so all the animals poop, and yeah, you might, and like I say, you would want to use the poop to make the fertilizer. But there's also there's something else which perhaps you need. And also, you may have noticed the wooden armor. I've actually worn wooden armor quite a lot. So yeah, just the it's actually available on Tinkers as well, but it's actually a lot more powerful than Gany's surface, as you can see by the durability value there. It's actually between leather and iron in terms of value. Okay, so now we also have the introduction of tea, so let's look at that as well, shall we? Okay, so tea now. Okay, so here we go. We can see, what do we have? Tea bags, mugs, cup of tea, tea leaves. So the tea bag's made like this, tea leaves, cup of tea. Now there is actually a funny little thing. It says don't swap the water and milk. So we need water bottle, milk, and an empty mug. The empty mug is smelt with a raw mug, which is like that. Okay, so we get milk, water bottle. Let's do that. Let's get a tea bag, which is that. Yeah, tea leaves. Let me just, there's going to be a few things at the end I might actually just want to check up on. So tea leaves, how you get to them, I'm not quite sure on. What I will do though is I'm going to swap the water bottle and the milk. Okay, let's get these then. Water bottle, milk, and we need a sugar, an empty mug, and a tea bag. Sugar, empty mug, tea bag, and okay. Let's just go here briefly. No, for some reason, I don't know why, it never seems to work that anymore. So, oh, alright. I can't remember if I've done this correctly. Probably not. And you can see, it's a bit like the exact crafting table, you can actually see the thing on it. What was the recipe for this then? So the milk at the top, with the mug at the bottom. Oh yeah, it makes a cup of tea. We swap them around. Ooh. Well, what does this mean? I don't know. Doesn't seem to do anything, eh? Well, I mean, it does actually make it, so that's cool, I guess. Alright, then there's the other things we've got. So we've got now the block detector. Let's just get rid of some more stuff in here. Block detector, there we go. Made like so. Yeah, this greystone stuff, I'm not sure what's going on with this. This is something which I've not got in my list. I'll have to look this up. I have a feeling this mod is getting bigger. Alright, so we got the block detector anyway. Did I get it? Yeah. So what it should do is we've got a space here. Is it should let's not put it there actually. Let's put it. I'll just put one over here. Alright, so I think perhaps maybe it'll work like this. I can't actually, I'm not sure if it does work like this. Let me just try it. So we get some wheat, put it here. There we go, it did. Just I don't know where it's taking the wheat from. Was that on automatically? No, it wasn't. So I did actually detect it. I think it just stays on once it's been activated. That's what it looks like anyway. Alright, so yeah. Uh, uh, So now I've got the dislocators. Obviously I'm all that grey with fucking redstone, so I don't really know what's going on here. But I've got the dislocator. Oh, you might need to rotate this dislocator actually. This is where it starts getting a bit messy now. We need to use a wooden wrench for this. So, okay. Where's the chest we want? May as well use the actual chest that we're dealing with at the moment. Okay, so you might do something like that. This actually, that won't be such a bad explanation there. Alright, let's put down our seeds again. It might not actually work like that there. I wonder if we could just put a... I kind of had the impression it was actually going to break the surrounding blocks. You're supposed to break the surrounding blocks and put them in a chest nearby. Now, I may have actually put it on the wrong side now I think about it. Let me just... because it says you're supposed to use it in conjunction with this detector. I wonder what that means there. Huh. Well, it's something to do with block detection. There's different types. I guess I'm not going to go into it really. Yeah. It's not really the whole point of... There's a sensitive one and a cubic one as well, which just seems to be even more powerful. This seems to be a concatenation of the two. You see, I actually probably would actually be able to get this one to work, I think. Yeah, and this should output it correctly. I don't actually know which... Oh yeah, I can take it in any face here. I think it's actually... This is... Yeah. So if I did do... let's see if I can actually get it to work. May as well at least have a proper go. Yeah, I can do it like this, can I? Yeah, I think so. Alright, so we get it to sense wheat. Maybe I shouldn't... I don't know, I wonder how I should have done this. I'm really wanting it to output it somewhere, to break it in an output. It should actually break it. Break surrounding blocks, put them in the chest nearby. Let's put this sensitive dislocator here. Doesn't seem to want to break it though, does it? I don't know. There probably needs to be some redstone all over the place, doesn't there? Fuck knows. Maybe I'll figure that out one day. It won't be today though. Oh well. Then we've got disguised trapdoor. Anyway, oh, that's annoying now. I wanted to do it. I'm gonna have another go at the end, I think. Got disguised trapdoor. So you can see we've got basic different coloured trapdoors which you mix by getting wood. That's fairly obvious. Work table explained. The bat net. The net. Okay. Gany surface. Where's the net here? Here it is. So we can basically get a squid or a bat. Let's try a bat first. So what was that? There we go. I think I got it. I think I've released it again, unfortunately. Come here. Now let's try another. Okay, so there's the pocket bat. If we actually kill a bat, let's have a look at this. So look what happens. Yeah, wool of bat, as I was thinking before. We get some bat poop. And bat poop can be used to make fertilised soil or fertilizer. This is what I was speaking about before. So we actually need the bat poop for the fertilised soil. Bat net. There's also bat stew as well. You can find that. And that is made like so, with a pocket bat, a bowl, and a couple of mushrooms. Okay, then we have item display as well. So you can use various different coloured carpet for this recipe. And we can put whatever we like in here. Right click just to get stuff in and out. And there we go, you can put some poo in there as well. Okay, so that's pretty obvious. Then we've got the chocolate stuff, which has got high saturation stuff. Is the chocolate cake, and that is made with these chocolate bars, which are just made like so. So yes, this stuff is high saturation, so won't fill up many hunger bars, but it will give a high saturation. Next up we have the cushion. So yeah, wool, and this is basically just to protect from falls. So yeah, basically it works up to about 20 blocks. So we'll put a few down here, like so. There we go. If it was more than 20 blocks, it wouldn't work correctly though. 20 to 22 apparently. Then we have the organic matter compressor, which I spoke before about. Like so. And you can basically put a load of shit in here. So putting that spruce leaves wool, that'll work. Seeds, dirt won't. Pine cones, no. Pine nuts seem to work. Chest will be fine. Trapdoor is fine. Bone meal is fine. Sheep spawn egg is fine. A lot of stuff you can put in here. Put a piece of coal in here. But yeah, basically just put everything in here. One piece of coal maybe. Let me just try and just do all wood actually. Just to actually see if I can get it to actually look like it's actually doing something. Because maybe some of these items are not going to work that well. I mean, that is definitely... That should definitely do something. It did say it would go ridiculously slowly, but apparently it's basically supposed to compress all that stuff and you get a cold block out of it. Or was it charcoal? Was it charcoal? I don't think so. It would make more sense though if it was. No, it's definitely not. It is coal. Maybe it needs a redstone signal or something. I don't know. Oh, it's fucking range detector. Well, I don't know why that's not working. Some of the stuff I'm not sure if it's actually working correctly. It may not be, or I may just be doing something wrong. I don't know. And here's the chest propellant. Made like so. Grab some of those, let's see what this does. Okay, so we've got our chest here. Yeah, I'm not really sure exactly what's going on with this thing, I've got to say. There is also something with the snow, I believe, that the snow is will actually drop at a different level depending on how fast it snows or something. So what if I put stuff in here? So I can actually access the chest from higher up. But not that high, right? Ah, yes, this is. So now I can access the chest from right up here. Wonder how high we can go. Pretty high. Okay. So that's kind of interesting as well. So I can basically have the chest in a completely different location to where it actually... I wonder if this works in the horizontal direction as well. No, it seems it's only in the vertical direction. Interesting, anyway. So there's that. Fertilized soil does not need water. Reminds me of the thing from Random Things, actually. So this is a special soil. We put some seeds down. Let's get some little poop as well. Wonder if we can use bat poop for this. But yeah, like I say, to put that down, it's not going to need anything. I know it's a projectile, this thing. I can't say I'm finding this is doing much. Maybe I just need to use regular poop for this. Let's try it. Need to right click on the square or what? That is not doing anything. Maybe I shouldn't spam it. I don't know. I don't know why I can't get that to work either. Oh, right. So, yeah, it's like I said. There's so much to this mod. And this is only a third of it, really. We've got the encasing bench as well, which I'm not sure what that is. These stone blocks, I really don't know what that is about. That is strange. Rot. What's the point of that? I cannot see what the point of that is. Tea leaves. Oh, Camellia seeds. That is how you get tea, with the Camellia seeds. I've just remembered. Well, I didn't really remember, but I just happened to see it. I wonder whether we put poop on this. Maybe the poop is... No? Huh. I thought maybe the poop would work on that. But yeah, there's probably a few things I'm missing in terms of this functionality of this stuff. Yeah, one thing I will say about this fertilized soil, it does look like it looks fast. It does look fast. Alright, we're not going to speak about that. So there's the Camellia seeds. And yes. I don't know why that's even in there. Alright, and what was I going to look at this thing? What is this? I don't even know what this is. Got any clues with the recipes, maybe? No, it doesn't go anywhere. So yeah, I don't know what the encasing bench is. What I may do is, if you watch one of my other Gany's videos, I'm gonna try and work out a few things about what I did wrong and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, pretty much as the village finder as well. I haven't actually looked at that at all. Didn't even know that was in it. Pocket bat squid, you can imagine. Can actually be used to make the ink harvester. All roasted squid. So that is another block that I have missed. Sandstone, this is, of course was added. That was another 1.8 feature that I again didn't mention. The obsidian head. What is the point of that, I wonder? Oh, that's for the dislocator, okay. So just a few little things. I'm just the gearilizer. That is probably no, doesn't seem to be for anything. We've got a load of paintings here as well. Nothing hugely exciting about that. Let me just check the. That was the wrong slot to place that in. I haven't really got a wall big enough for this. Oh, I can actually just get around over here maybe. Yeah, it does get rid of paintings. Oh well. What was that thing called? The gearilizer. It is. What does it actually do? Anything? Ah, it does actually do something from the looks of it. Let me just get the wooden armor out again. So yeah, like I say, the encasing bench I'm not sure about, and some of the things I'll try and cover this in the Gany's Nether video. I might just start off. That looks like I just accept stuff. Maybe not. So the gearilizer. Let's try this. I feel like I've pretty much looked at everything in here now. Yeah. So like I said, I've kind of looked at everything that there is in here, but there's a few. There's a problem with this gearylizer, which I don't know what it does, and the encasing bench, and I didn't get the dislocators to work. So yeah, let me just run there. So yeah, so that's basically going to finish it for this video. In the nether video I do, I will actually focus on, like I say, the gearylizer, the encasing bench. I worked out the T one, didn't I? And I'll also just try and work out this stuff with the dislocation stuff and how to get it in the chests, and perhaps try and see if I can set up a very, kind of like a basic system, perhaps with this chest propellant thing as well. So until then, thanks for watching.